Hey world! So today I want to talk about book series, and yes, I did just make another video about book series in the same outfit. There you go, the whole illusion is destroyed. I'm sorry for that. But today I want to talk about book series where I've only read the first part, and I want to read the rest of the series, but I haven't yet. For some reason I haven't yet, and with some of these I'm not even sure if I actually want to. So let's just get right in. The first one is My Dear Sherlock by Heather Petty. This is another Sherlock Holmes retelling because we haven't had enough of those, and this is about Sherlock and Moriarty, who in this case is a girl, in their early teenage years and how they met. And this is quite a different story to the original Sherlock and Moriarty rivalry. Like in this, they become friends in their early teenage years and maybe even more, and it was really well done. I really enjoyed this. To be honest, I didn't think it was that much of a retelling, but more of a reimagination, if not already an original story that just uses the names, which sometimes can be a good thing. And I found this really interesting and lovely to read. The thing is, I'm not a big Sherlock Holmes fan, I'm gonna be honest about that. I don't care that much about it, and as I said, I'm not quite sure if this qualifies as Sherlock Holmes, but just the name kind of keeps me from continuing to read it. So if you've read the rest of the series, could you let me know if it's Sherlock-y or not, and kind of where this goes? No spoilers, but just I can't really imagine how this continues on. And because of that, I've had this single book on my shelf for ages, just staring at me, wanting me to get its companions, and I haven't yet. With the next series, I'm sure I want to continue it. This is Seid ein Schwert by Kai Meier. Kai Meier is a really famous German author who does amazing fantasy, and I've read Seid ein Schwert I think 3 times now. Every time I've loved it, every time I wanted to read the second part right away, but I just don't own it yet. I don't own the second or third part. I honestly don't know why I just haven't bought them yet. I kind of hate myself for it because the first part is so good and I want to know how the story continues so badly. And for some reason I just keep putting it off. There are just always other books in my way. I promise right now, at some point I will read this entire series and chances are I will love it. Now with this one, I'm actually fairly sure that I don't want to read the rest of the series. This is The Last Elf by Silvana de Mari, and I adored this book so much. It's wonderful, it's so well written, it's a lot about like accepting and tolerating and bringing people into your life, and obviously it's fantasy, it's about elves and humans and how they interact. But I just found the writing style so compassionate and wonderful. But I think that's the reason I don't want to continue the story. I know it has quite an open ending and I would like to see where the story goes from here, but for me it also felt closed enough in the kind of emotional storyline. So I think I'm gonna keep this as a wonderful book and keep my great memory of it and just leave it at that. Then the next one is again just one where I haven't picked up the second and third part yet, which is kind of the fault of bookshops around my area, because they always have the third part but not the second, and I don't know why. This gorgeous, really shiny book is Ink by Alice Broadway, which by the way is an amazing name. And as I said, I've had the third part in my hands like multiple times, but the second part is nowhere to be found. I should have to order it, and I really don't like ordering books, but I really want to read, oh god, look at this. I really want to read the series. And then we have this gorgeous little like teeny tiny book, and that's honestly the whole reason I might want to read this series. This is about life on Mars. It's by Andreas Eschbach, and this is I think a 6-part series. Yeah, 6 parts that are all these tiny and small and cute. And yes, I did enjoy reading it. but not so much that I'd actually like be that interested in reading the series. But I just imagine that having a series of these teeny tiny books on your shelf would look really nice. So at some point when I'm rich and famous and can afford to just buy books because they're pretty, I'm gonna continue this series just because it's cute. And nothing can stop me, except for my money, or lack thereof. And then we have two books in the same category. We have Dark Love by Leah Habel and Das Mädchen, das Geschichten fängt by Victoria Schwab, which is the archived. And both of these I bought without thinking in a German bookstore, and I bought the German versions of both of these, even though this has an English title. This is the German version, because Germans are kind of stupid sometimes when it comes to titles. So I bought the first part of both of these series in German without thinking about the fact that, especially with Victoria Schwab, I want to read the original, I want to read the English series, and I love both of these, and I want to continue the story so badly, but I can't decide which language to continue on in, and because of that, I'm kind of keeping myself from going back into these gorgeous, wonderful, well-written worlds, just because I'm a bilingual freak and I don't know what to do. Like, is it that important to read the series in the original? Is it that important to read the entire series in the same language? Maybe I can just read the first part in German and the second part in English and the third part in some other language that I don't speak yet. I don't know. What do you do about this? Like, how do you deal with so many books out there in the market, with so many book series that still have to be continued and still have to be read? Why are there so many books? Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I hope you always have a reason to smile, and I shall see you soon. And maybe when I see you, I will have made up my mind about this series. Bye!